So from the thumbnail, you can tell this is not good news regarding Voyager. And if you haven't heard, which I'm sure you have, Voyager has now stopped withdrawals and trading on the platform. And there's a few other things you need to be aware of as well if you were a user like myself. So we're going to be diving into it right after this. Well, welcome to the MTI Show. I'm Mike the Investor, where we talk about crypto, NFTs, and passive income. Now, yesterday, Voyager made an announcement stating that they have stopped withdrawals and stopped trading on the platform. So let's go ahead and dive into some of the details of this. Now, here you can see Voyager made the difficult but necessary decision to temporarily suspend trading, deposits, withdrawals, and loyalty rewards effective at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on July 1st. Now, when will I be able to access assets on the platform? Voyager response to this is, we are working quickly to lift the suspension on trading, deposits, withdrawals, and loyalty rewards, and we will provide updated information as soon as it becomes available. The next thing they say is, while we are not in a position to announce anything else today, they hope to share information with us soon. So hopefully we do get some information soon on what is going on. And I'm going to be kind of giving you my thoughts as well after we kind of dive into the details of, what's been put on paper. And so is the app still working? You will still be able to view the market data and track your portfolio in the app. You will receive reward payments for the month of June, and we plan to continue to pay monthly rewards in July, which, that is a little bit of a good thing, a little bit of positive news there. Now, I have a Voyager debit card. How is this impacted by the announcement? Now, listen to this. Your debit card will stop working, okay? I'm going to read that again. If you have a Voyager debit card, Voyager says your debit card will stop working. So they say you will need to stop any direct deposits currently going on into that account connected to your debit card, as well as any automatic payments from that account. All right, so be mindful of that. The next thing it talks about is, what does exploring strategic alternatives mean? Is Voyager up for sale? Now, their response is, we are in discussion with various parties regarding additional liquidity and the go-forward strategy for the company. While we don't have anything else to share today, we are working diligently and hope to have more information to share soon. So, if we head on over to the actual press release here, you can see that, and this is coming from Stephen Ehrlich, the CEO from Voyager. This was a tremendously difficult decision, but we believe it is the right one given current market conditions, said Stephen Ehrlich, CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Voyager. This decision gives us additional time to continue exploring strategic alternatives with various interested parties while preserving the value of the Voyager platform we have built together. We will provide additional information at the appropriate time. Now, as you can see here, Voyager is actively pursuing all available remedies for recovery from Three Arrows Capital, known as 3AC, including through the court order liquidation process in the British Virgin Islands. So basically, with Three Arrows Capital, defaulting and going bankrupt, with the liquidation process, Voyager is hoping to get some of those assets, recovered that they loaned to Three Arrows Capital. Now it talks about these are the companies that they're currently working with. Now, to support its exploitation of strategic alternatives, the company has engaged Moelis & Company and the Consello Group as financial advisors and Kirkland & Ellis LLP as legal advisors. So down here just kind of shows us the, note A, B, and C, what they actually gave out far as like borrowing and their rates. Now, I'm not going to get into all of this, but they do have the URL that is available right here. Or if you go to the Twitter post they made, and if you click on press release, it'll take you over to this page here. So what are my thoughts about all of this? As an investor into Voyager, of course, this is not something, we wanted to see. However, this is not something I'm, shocked by seeing because of what has already taken place. Them loaning out over 650 million and wasn't able to get that back, from Three Arrows Capital. I figured something was going to happen, considering when they went on and lowered their withdrawal limits from 25K every 24 hours to 10K. That let us know right there, right? And so one thing I want to say, did I have all of my assets on Voyager? Absolutely not. But did I have assets on Voyager? Yes, I did. Did I choose to leave them on there? Yes, I did. However, the assets that I had, only one of them I actually could transfer off of the platform. The other ones I couldn't actually transfer. And I actually didn't want to really sell at a loss. And I also had some nice quantity amount as well. So for those that are in the position that actually has assets on Voyager, I feel your pain because I have assets on there as well. However, it wasn't all of my crypto. It wasn't, my life savings or anything of that nature. So the question is, and a lot of people have been, contacting me, commenting on even older videos to see my thoughts on Voyager. And the thing is, Voyager lended money out that now they can't get back, that put everyone using Voyager in jeopardy. I mean, that's the reality of it, right? And so it sucks. It definitely sucks. And this is why you always want to have hardware wallets where you keep, your main crypto secure, right? And so even with that being said, this is what I think. I think Voyager could potentially get bought out. This is what I can see happening, just in my opinion. Now, my only concern would be if Voyager gets bought out, I hope the people that buy out Voyager does right by, the investors that have assets on the platform. That's the biggest concern, because I think Voyager has gotten big enough to the point where companies do want to acquire Voyager because of what they've been able to do. However, what does that mean for investors, right? Are we going to lose those assets that's on the platform? Are we going to take a significant hit on that, like a 10% or a 20%, hit just to get our assets back? We have no idea how this is going to work. And when it comes to that, I don't have the answers on that. And so all I can think about is what's going to happen next, right? Is Voyager going to get bought out? If they get bought out, are they going to kind of keep the same kind of like name, or are they going to go under a different name? Because FTX just bought out BlockFi for 25 million. And remember, FTX gave them a, line of credit, right? Whereas FTX also gave Voyager a line of credit. And now Voyager actually can't get back that money they loaned out to Three Arrows Capital, who now just defaulted. So, and not to mention, I made a research who technically owns FTX. They own 12% of the Voyager stock, which means they own 12% of the company. So with that being said, with them owning a significant amount of Voyager, I can see something happen down the lines. But in my opinion, these companies want these companies to take a bigger hit. That way they can buy it at a cheaper amount, just like they did with BlockFi. BlockFi valuation was way higher than 25 million, but they were able to buy it at 25 million because of the position that BlockFi was in. And this is what I think the same thing is going on with Voyager. So my only concern would be, hopefully, if they get bought out, would be hopefully they take care of the investors that are using the platform right now. Because right now, the people who left their assets on there, like myself, who have some assets on there, we're at the mercy of whatever happens from this. And the reality is our assets can be completely gone. So that's one thing that we got to be mindful of. That's the reality. Our assets that we have on Voyager, they can be completely gone. And that's a huge lesson learned, right? And so this is why, you want to take profits, don't leave too much on exchanges, and learn how to be your own bank, which is having your own hardware wallets, having your own ledger, being in control of your assets without having a centralized authority attached to it. And so some people may say, Mike, I told you so, I told you so. Hey, there's going to be a ton of comments. I know some of the trolls are waiting to just comment, hey, go for it, man. It's all good. At the end of the day, most people aren't going to be in this position to still talk about the tough conversation, which I am. So, hey, bring it on. I know you guys are going to say something, but at the end of the day, man, you live and you learn. The people that's still in crypto, the people that make it through this bear market, those are the people that's going to come out even stronger. Those are going to be the people that have the stories to tell them that's happening right now. Hey, this is how this made me even richer going through this, right? And so at the end of the day, man, this is a learning experience for everyone. And I wanted to keep some of my assets on there, as I mentioned, just because I wanted to keep it on there. I'm still optimistic, you know. However, some people are going to say Voyager has bankrupt. Technically, no, they haven't, right? So for those people, you're fudding. They haven't bankrupt. So if you're down there in the comment section, that's what you're saying, Voyager has bankrupt. No, they haven't. Does it look good? No, it doesn't look good. But at the end of the day, you have to go off of what the actual information says. You can't go and spread extra FUD, which, trust me, there's going to be a lot of that. So, hey, hopefully this video helped you out. I just wanted to kind of share with you what are my thoughts. I know I elaborated a little bit, but this was kind of one of those videos where I needed to kind of ramble, let you know what my thoughts are. And but yeah, let me know what you think. I'm in the same position as you if you do have assets on Voyager, and right now this is kind of all we know. We just got to kind of stay up to date, keep an eye out, and then see what happens from this. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section what are your thoughts, and I will see you on the next one.